What if hunger could transform you, twisting you into something monstrous? For centuries, a chilling legend has whispered through the forests of North America, a tale of a creature born from desperation and greed. This is the story of the Wendigo, an enduring terror from indigenous cultures that continues to haunt our nightmares. Today, we're going deep into the frozen wilderness to uncover its true origins, its terrifying manifestations, and why its legacy still sends shivers down our spines. The roots of this nightmare are deeply embedded in the lore of Cree, Ojibwe, and other Algonquian-speaking peoples. In these cultures, community, balance, and respect for nature are paramount. The greatest taboos were excessive greed and, most horrifyingly, cannibalism. The Wendigo is a physical manifestation of these sins. It's a cautionary tale, a stark warning against selfishness. The stories teach that when a person succumbs to insatiable hunger, whether for food or power, they risk a terrifying spiritual transformation. This isn't just about a monster in the woods. It's a profound moral lesson about maintaining communal harmony and managing resources, especially during harsh winters, when survival depended on sharing. The legend served as a powerful form of social control, reminding everyone that their actions had consequences, not just for themselves, but for the soul of their community. To give in to gluttony was to invite a spiritual sickness, to become the very thing they feared most. So what happens when this spiritual sickness takes hold? How does the Wendigo manifest? Eyewitness accounts and ancient lore paint a terrifying picture. It's often described as a gaunt, emaciated giant, its skin stretched tight over its bones, giving it a skeletal appearance. Its complexion is ashen, like that of the dead, sometimes covered in frost or matted fur. Its eyes glow like hot coals in deep, dark sockets, and it possesses long, yellowed fangs and sharp claws. Despite its starved appearance, it's said to be incredibly tall, towering over trees, and possesses superhuman strength and speed. It's perpetually hungry, an insatiable craving for human flesh driving its every move. But the most horrifying part is the belief that the Wendigo was once human. This leads us to a deeply disturbing and real phenomenon known as Wendigo psychosis. Historical records from indigenous communities and early European settlers document cases of individuals who became convinced they were turning into a Wendigo. They would develop an intense craving for human flesh, suffer from delusions, and become violent and paranoid. This condition was treated with the utmost seriousness. It was seen as a genuine spiritual affliction, a battle for a person's soul. In some tragic historical cases, individuals suffering from this psychosis were executed by their own communities out of fear that the transformation was irreversible and they posed a grave danger to everyone. This psychological aspect adds a layer of real-world horror to the myth. It's not just a monster hiding in the dark. It's a monster that could awaken within anyone, blurring the line between myth and a terrifying psychological reality. Even today, the Wendigo's presence is felt. In the world of cryptozoology, enthusiasts and eyewitnesses report strange sightings in the remote forests of the northern United States and Canada. They describe tall, unnaturally thin figures moving with impossible speed, accompanied by strange noises and a palpable sense of dread. Skeptics might attribute these sightings to misidentification of known animals, like moose or bears, or simply the power of suggestion in a creepy environment. But for believers, these encounters are proof that the Wendigo, or something very much like it, still stalks the wilderness. These modern interpretations often strip away the deep cultural context, reframing the Wendigo as just another monster or cryptid. However, they speak to the legend's powerful ability to adapt and tap into our modern anxieties about the unknown spaces left on our maps. The Wendigo's terrifying form has slunk out of the ancient forests and straight into our living rooms. Pop culture is fascinated with it. Think about the suspenseful video game Until Dawn, where every choice could lead you into the creature's clutch, or the horror film Antlers, which uses the Wendigo as a powerful metaphor for abuse and societal decay. It is a recurring monster in TV shows like Supernatural, and has been the subject of countless books and short stories, most famously Algernon Blackwood's chilling novella. But as we consume these stories, it's crucial to remember where they came from. It's important to approach these retellings with respect, acknowledging the indigenous voices and cultural significance behind the legend. When creators collaborate with or learn from the cultures that originated these stories, the result is often richer, more terrifying, and more meaningful. Beyond Aurora, the Wendigo's narrative is finding new relevance today. Its essence is insatiable consumption, a hunger that is never satisfied and ultimately destroys everything around it. Some thinkers and activists are now reinterpreting the Wendigo as a powerful metaphor for modern environmental issues. Think about it. Our society's relentless consumption of natural resources, our endless pursuit of growth at the expense of the planet's health. This ravenous, self-destructive behavior mirrors the Wendigo's curse. From this perspective, the Wendigo spirit isn't a monster in the woods, but a sickness within our global culture, driving climate change, deforestation, and mass extinction. The ancient cautionary tale about the dangers of taking too much suddenly feels incredibly contemporary, a warning about our own potential to consume our world until there's nothing left. It's a powerful lens through which to view our own relationship with the earth. So, why does this specific legend continue to haunt us so profoundly? Centuries after it was first told around a winter campfire, it's because the Wendigo taps directly into our most primal fears. The fear of starvation and the desperate things it can drive us to do. The fear of isolation, of being lost in a vast, indifferent wilderness, where help will never come, and perhaps the most terrifying fear of all, the fear of what we ourselves are capable of. The Wendigo represents the dark potential within human nature, the thin line between civilization and savagery. It embodies the anxieties we have about the unseen threats that lurk just beyond the edge of our perception. In the deep woods, or in the dark corners of the human mind, the legend's endurance is a testament to its psychological depth. It forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about survival, morality, and the darkness that can lie dormant within us all. It is a whisper on the wind that reminds us that the greatest monsters are often the ones we create ourselves. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of the Wendigo legend. If you found this exploration fascinating, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most enduring mysteries. Let me know in the comments what legend you'd like us to explore next. Stay curious and stay safe out there.